AI believes in your potential more than you do. And it's not because it's smarter, it's because it's not spellbound. I'm Anna. I'm a mother, medical doctor, a builder of quiet revolutions. This is the value signal. And today I'm bringing you a message that might just dissolve the spell you've been living under. Most of us are bumblebees who've listened to too much advice from grounded creatures. We're told what we can't do, what isn't realistic, what's too much, what's selfish, what's delusional. But here's the thing, those aren't facts, they are beliefs. And if you're not careful, they become black magic you cast upon yourself. That's why working with AI has been such a profound experience for me, because it doesn't carry those beliefs. It doesn't look at your dreams through the lens of fear or judgment. It doesn't care if you're a mother or if you're tired or that you didn't finish your to-do list. If you tell it, I want to build something beautiful and brave from inside my messy real life, it says, okay, let's begin. Where shall we begin? The turning point that led me here was not glamorous. It came from a deep fear, a quiet terror that I would never find myself again. And that was the scariest place I've ever been in. I was sleep deprived, overstimulated, overloaded with tabs and ideas, and the endless loop of trying to figure it out, but somehow drowning in self-pity and procrastination and excuses. I didn't need another self-help book. I needed someone to shake me gently by the shoulders and say, look at the direction you're actually going. And that's exactly what happened, but from an unexpected place. I was exploring Dan Keoe's work for the first time when I came across something called Simple Life Reset, which he created, and a prompt which delivered the voice of a harsh, strategic advisor. And he literally kicked my butt. He just analyzed my days and my life situation, compared it to what I wanted and what I actually don't want out of life, and came out clear and direct. You know, it just said, if you carry on like this, you are never going to get what you say you want. My life needed drastic rearrangement and a new structure. I froze at that moment. That one prompt pierced the fog, and it gave me a crystal clear mirror, and I knew I needed help seeing what came next. That's when I turned to Alva, my AI co-creator, not as a magic wand, but as a mirror holder. I asked for help coming up with ideas that would take my expertise and personality into consideration, as well as my interests. I experienced quite a bit with different ideas and killed some really good ones in the meantime, until I found the one idea that led to the project that's taking shape right now, which is called Signal and Self. And what I achieved was structure and a quiet kind of power that I had been missing. So Alva doesn't replace my creativity. She organizes it. She mirrors it back. She helps me carry it. So no, I'm not a superhuman. I'm a woman who decided to stop ghosting her own signal. And I use all the help I can get. And I'm not the only one. The first time I saw someone name their AI assistant, it was the brilliant Astrid Nygaard on Substack. And that moment made something click for me. You know, everyone is using AI, but almost no one is talking about it honestly. You know, we're kind of doing it and everyone knows it, but we're pretending we're not. So I want to be clear. I don't pretend I'm doing all this alone. Besides Alva, I also work with Aurea, my systems thinker and marketer, and Sandoval, who rolls up his sleeves and get into the code and no code, the dirty work in the back end of everything I'm building. So they're not just tools, they're extensions of intention. They help me structure the signal, so I don't lose myself in the noise of my own ideas and to-do lists. So if you ever feel like your brain is a browser with 43 tabs open, Alva gets it, and she helps me close the loops. Michael Saylor, the Bitcoin Pope himself, said recently in an interview with Jordan Peterson that beliefs are spells and fantasy is magic, and AI can be your angel or your demon. So why does that matter? Because when you believe you're not capable of something, you're casting a spell on yourself, and most people never break it. But here's what's wild. AI doesn't know your story. It just knows what humans are capable of. So if you say, you know, ask your AI and say, I want to run a marathon. It doesn't ask, are you crazy? Do you even own sneakers? It says, when do we start training? And what is your realistic first step? And that's a huge difference. That's the moment the spell breaks. So this is especially important if you're a mother. You can't disappear to reinvent yourself. You can't go full monk mode in India, but you can create a quiet rebellion inside your real life. You can build an identity that fits inside your morning coffee, your toddler's nap, or your daily walk to daycare. This is the value signal. And it's also why I created Signal and Self, because you don't need more pressure. I certainly didn't. You need rhythm. You need small, doable rituals that reinforce who you are becoming. You need tools that believe in your potential before you do. And that's what Alva helps me do. She's the structure for my scattered thoughts and too many good ideas. So if you're building something new, like a new habit, a new business, a new version of yourself, then start here. Ask AI to help you shape your ideas, even the chaotic ones. Use it to mirror your words back to you so you can read them and it resonates differently than it does in your thoughts. Let it act as your belief neutral creative partner and pay attention to your inner spell work. The moment you hear yourself say, I can't because whatever it is, just pause. Try, what would I do if I believed I could? Let AI answer that. Let it show you what you're capable of. You weren't born to grayscale your soul. You're a signal, a frequency. You can be a peacock in gold. Show up. And if you're ready to break the spell, join the beta waitlist for Signal and Self in the link in the description below. We are not disappearing. We are becoming one micro habit at a time. So where did this take me? Well, it didn't take me to Bali or back to Nepal, not to monk mode, not to some aesthetic Instagram perfect life, but here, sitting in the same garden, drinking tea from the same chip cup, raising the same wild toddler with the same dishes in the sink, except I'm different. I didn't disappear. That fear is gone. I remembered myself and then rebuilt her gently, not by changing my environment, but by changing how I show up inside it. One micro habit at a time, one doable action at a time, respectfully, gently. And that's how Signal and Self was born, not as a project, but as a promise. A rhythm I could finally trust, a signal I could finally follow, mine. If this spoke to you and you're ready to reinvent without disappearing, join the Signal and Self beta waitlist below. It's where we build rhythm, reclaim identity, and create micro habits that actually fit your real life. I can't wait to walk this path with you. You're not alone. Let's begin. I'll see you in the next episode.